Hi, name is Cato Trooper. I am with Avengers Mid Pacific, but more importantly, I'm the Sergeant of Arms at Avengers Initiative, which is the national company, national chapter of encompassing all three chapters around the nation.
And tell us how you got involved with cosplay, and then why do you love the Avengers Initiative organization?
Okay. I first got into cosplaying because I saw some awesome stormtroopers, and I said I wanted to be one of them. So I became them, and I had other cosplays going on, other costumes, and it just kept building and building and building. But in the beginning, it was wow, look at this incredible costume that I have. Wow, look at me, look at me. But afterwards, it started to be, look at the smiles that I'm putting on these kids' faces. This is priceless. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing, so that we can make other people happy and spread the joy. Some of them may not be able to go out to, say, if you had a Disney character or in a movie, they can't even afford to go to a movie, but yet you're able to bring that character to them in life proportion, and it's just amazing feeling to do that.
Tell me why you need more cosplayers who love helping their community join the Avengers Initiative.
Well, if you have a passion for Marvel costumes, please get in touch with Avengers Initiative, because you could probably start a chapter in your area, and really it's a win-win situation for everybody. You'll be able to get exposed to things on a bigger scale, like working with Disney, working with premier red carpet events. It's just such an amazing feat to be able to do that, and that's what Avengers Initiative has exposed us to, as well as doing things for San Diego Comic-Con, and that's priceless. Let me tell you, it's best to just check it out, see what it has to offer, and for us in Hawaii, it was a win-win situation.
And if you're on Hawaii, how do they contact you, and how do they get involved?
Okay, in Hawaii, we have a chapter known as Avengers Mid Pacific. Everything is on Facebook, so you can contact us there. My name is Cato Trooper. You could also contact me through Facebook.
Hi, my name is Kendall. I also go by Squirrel Girl. I've been cosplaying since 2014. I've always loved Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. I love dressing up in costumes and becoming a different character. And I have a theater background, so I started making my own costumes and found out it was a lot of fun, and I haven't stopped since.
When did you hear about the Avengers Initiative, and why did you want to be involved with them?
I found out about the Avengers Initiative about a couple years ago. Found out that I could be my favorite character and, volunteer for charities and help make kids' days awesome. And even the staff at the hospitals really enjoy it. And just this character brings a lot of positivity and compassion, and she's all about problem solving without violence if possible, and I thought that would just be an absolute incredible influence on kids. So,
and tell people why, if you're a cosplayer, why they should be involved with the Avengers Initiative.
If you love cosplaying and you love Marvel, and you love serving a great cause, this is a great way to use your skills for cosplay and just make everyone happy, but especially the children. It's just so much fun to be around people that are also very passionate about it and work on building a community.
Hi, my name is Officer Carrie Rebus. I'm from the California Highway Patrol. I'm here today because I discussed our Chips for Kids program, which started back in 1988. It's a toy drive that we do every year during the holiday season, where we gather new and unwrapped gifts and we hand it out to underprivileged children in the community. How the Avengers help us out is they will actually come to the toy drives, help us get toys, and also help us in handing them out. And the kids love them because they look at them in costume and they're just so amazed by how they look. They get into character, and it just makes the whole day so much more fun.
Tell us how people can donate or help your program.
Anybody can participate in the Chips for Kids program. You just have to bring a new and unused toy to any CHP office, usually around the time of Thanksgiving to about a week before Christmas, and that would just help us out greatly. The more toys we can get, the more smiles we can put on little children's faces during Christmas time.
I'm Kimberly Young. I have worked with Mark in the past for fundraising through the Avengers Initiative. I love cosplay because of the community, for one thing. A lot of passionate people all gathered together and, sharing this wonderful, joyful experience. And the second thing I love about cosplay in relation to this group specifically is that they use it for good, the way that heroes should. They not only get dressed up and go to premieres, and that is fun, but they use it to help their community, to enrich children's lives, and to just, put good into the world. And I love that that's something that cosplay can do.
What would you tell the other cosplayers why they should get involved with this organization?
Just join for the love of cosplay, for one thing, because, people love comics, people love characters, people love cosplay, but join the Avengers Initiative specifically because they're actually actively helping the world, helping raise awareness, helping, fundraising, helping children in difficult situations, and just connecting with the world at large through dressing up and playing pretend.
And do you do cosplay also? Or?
I do. I don't know if people know about this bounding, specifically Disney bounding, which is dressing up like a character, but it's not canon specific. So if you feel like you can't put together a whole costume, which is what I feel like I can do, I have nowhere near the skills of the lovely people that were on that stage with me. They are so talented. But if someone is just getting into cosplay, I'd say bounding is something really, really easy to do because you're just using, clothes that you already own, and kind of creating the idea of the character. Maybe not photo specific, comic accurate, but it's the kind of color blocking and accessories that kind of say what the character is. So if you're not full blown into cosplay yet, try bounding. That's what I would say.
And talk about the leadership of the Avengers Initiative, especially Mark, his enthusiasm, why he just gets so many people to join.
Well, one, I think he knows the history of comics, so he knows every single character. He knows all the history of it. He's loved it since he was a kid. That kind of passion comes across when he's talking to people, when he's meeting new people, when he's recruiting, and when he's interacting with charitable groups like CHP or Magic Wheelchair or, anyone who could use a little bit more Avengers in their life. Mark is so great. Work with him.
And remind us again, why do cosplay and why be part of this Avengers Initiative?
Do cosplay because it's fun. Do cosplay as an Avenger initiative because it is something that will put good into the world.
Hi, I'm Judy Stevens. I go by OMG DJ Judy on social, and I worked for Marvel for almost 15 years where I was the self-claimed cosplay wrangler. I did everything that you would have seen on Marvel.com, Marvel social media, all about cosplay. And I recently wrote 2 books, Cosplay the Marvel Way and Super Visible, the Story of the Woman of Marvel, which are both available now. And I got started into cosplay thanks to anime and manga, going all the way back to 2003.
And tell me a little more about both books.
So Cosplay the Marvel Way is published by Running Press, and it's a how-to guide to get into cosplay. It starts from the beginning of what is the history of cosplay, where did the word come about, to then deciding you want to get into cosplay. How do you pick the character? What's that process? How do you get into it? Your sewing kit, the tools you need,
And then from there, there are 6 how-to guides into building specific characters within the Marvel Universe, from Captain America, Miss Marvel, Jean Grey, Black Panther, Loki, and Ironheart. I was like, I have to remember all 6. And I was able to commission 6 cosplayers from around the world to showcase their skill sets. And it starts from all the way from, using a shirt to make a basic outfit, to going all the way to foam printing, going to foam working, 3D printing, wig, you name it. And then from there, going to conventions and how to cosplay.
Tell us about your new book that's coming out.
So Super Visible is the story of the women who worked at Marvel, going all the way back to the beginning, to the early 1950s, early 1960s with Flo Steinberg. And it's co-written by myself, Margaret Stoll, who wrote Beautiful Creatures, and Janine Schaefer, who also spent time at Marvel, DC, and Boom Studios. It's a 110,000-word, 375 book that looks at the many, many women that have worked at Marvel. And was an incredible dream to work on. Just a true story of the many women. So I highly recommend it. It's printed by Simon & Schuster, and it's available now.
And tell us when you found out about the Avengers Initiative organization and why you love working with them.
So Mark's always come by. So when I used to work at Marvel, obviously I worked at the booth down on the main convention floor, and Mark would always stop by and say hi. And through that, he taught me. I learned about the cosplay meetups that happened up on the back steps, and invited me up there. And year after year, I would always make sure to go. And then we would work together to corral the cosplayers to come to the different meetups that we would do at the Marvel booth. And maybe like 8, 9, 10 years ago, he invited me to be an honorary member, which I was so honored of. I have my little plaque at home in my office, and this is the second panel I've been able to join. It was such a good time. I always love to be here.
Why should other cosplayers get involved with this organization?
I mean, it's such a good cause to be able to use the skills that you've learned through cosplay to give to your community. There is nothing more magical than interacting with a child, seeing their hero for the first time. And especially children that are in hospitals or the ones who are in need. It's really doing good, and it's doing good while being a part of a community, and that's incredible.
And anything else you want to mention about cosplay, or just...
No, it doesn't matter where you are in your life. You can cosplay. Everyone is welcome. This community is incredibly warm and welcoming, and I love being a part of it. I've been a part of it for almost 25 years now. The best way to get started is look online, go to your local convention. You can get costumes on Amazon. You can do that, or you can learn how to sew at your local craft stores. But yes, I can't wait to see you guys out in costumes.